Hello everyone, it's Monstertaming coming at you with another Interface newsletter. Today is December 1st, 2023. Start things off with the design. Made several improvements to how the camera interacts with players and NPCs. Previously, the camera had a tendency to glide with characters in a very jarring way during combat, forcing the camera forward and potentially messing with your aim. It's also fairly easy to get it to clip through certain environmental objects. Now the camera no longer glides, whether abilities or characters. We instead fade characters out when they're extremely close to view. Here is a quick look. See how this goes. Alright, very simple but very clean. Fighting against flying enemies just got easier. I know Goo is screaming at top of his lungs, and I heard that. Enjoy. You know the feeling when you're trying to aim your special shot at AV the gas keeping in the way? No more. The camera now offsets itself from the ground when looking up into the air. This way objects on the ground won't block the screen as you aim abilities up at a sharp angle. Here's a video show difference. Okay. Very much grassy. Huh. That is quite a difference. You still can't aim like directly up, it seems. And but this is definitely a much better thing, and also much more to point out. It's been a while since I played the alpha. Kind of can't be played right now, but it does amaze me every time after coming back from a long time. I like forget just how beautiful the game looks. Yeah, I love the graphics in this game. It's very nice. Child character models got new rigging, so their clothes move more naturally and don't have as much clipping or clothes overlap. We meticulously tested the clothing items to make sure each behaves as expected. We reduced the size and frequency of the speaking text that appears above the NPCs so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Seeing text display above one or two characters who are speaking in the distance is also a nice touch, but when 5 or 6 all say something at once, it's a little off-putting. SFX has also been added to various objects in the game that were previously lacking in them, such as dodging, bond forming, soul flames, shrines. SFX can really add to the gravity of these instances. Terrain improvements have been made to some of the world's vista points, as well as around landmarks, important landmarks and points of interest. And an hour or two of touching up can really make a difference sometimes. This sprint, we've written and started implementing a handful of new small side missions, character encounters, play out in the game's lore and world building. Some of these side missions have branching choices that will impact the outcome to varying degrees. Added several new points of interest to the area of the map I'm working on, including a few small environmental puzzles. A lot of attention is being given to make sure that the density of interactive content in the area is up to snuff. New VFX created for an important aspect of the game's world building. We've previously had an idea for how we want the effect to look, but now we're taking a new approach to make sure we're communicating the idea effectively. Development. Several performance optimizations have been made to ensure the game is able to run properly on a wider range of hardware at a higher frame rate. In certain areas of the game that were previously problematic, we are now seeing double frame rate previously were. Since the time fine-tuning an important combat encounter that occurs early in the game story, it's easy to forget sometimes how much more comfortable we are than new players will be. These changes bring the difficulty of the encounter more in line with what new players will be expecting, while also reducing the battle's impact on performance. For a while now, fall damage has been implemented, but reduced to the point of almost being non-existent in the interest of making certain aspects of testing easier. This meant we've reverted the damage threshold back to its intended value to get a better idea how it impacts certain areas and environment, as well as any abilities that launch other characters into the air. We've improved how attacks are fired. Now they fire more reliably when you push the button, and they have a better connection to the character's animations. This makes it easier to stop doing an attack if you start moving the character in the middle of an attack animation. We were seeing some issues with saving and loading back into the game, so we've been working on a fix for that. Since there are so many variables involved, this can take a long time to test properly. Apparently, the Phantom Camfolk heard our threats, concerns from last time. This one we only saw one, and even that one wasn't for certain because it was only visible for a moment in the middle of combat. And there we go. That ends with the lexicon. Thank you for reading. We'll see you on our next newsletter on December 15th. I know this right here is a little bit hard for people who haven't played the alpha to truly understand, but while the fade in is nice, this was absolutely necessary for a balance standpoint for fighting flying kinfolk. So I'm very happy to see that. But until next time, this is Monstertaming signing off. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.